For decades, the Federal Republic of Germany has served as the undisputed industrial heart of the European Union, a powerhouse of precision engineering and fiscal discipline. However, as we move through the first quarter of 2026, the narrative of a stalling engine has dominated global discourse. At World Perspective, we recognise that whilst the challenges of manufacturing declines, energy transitions and labour shifts are significant, they also represent the necessary friction of a profound economic evolution. Germany is not merely facing a crisis, it is undergoing a structural realignment. By moving beyond the stability-first models of the previous 2 decades, the nation is now pioneering a blueprint for a digital, green, and highly competitive European future. In this analysis, we explore the strategic hurdles currently facing Berlin and the sophisticated solutions that are already beginning to revitalise the continent's largest economy. 1. The manufacturing evolution and Industry 4.0. Germany's traditional manufacturing sector, particularly the automotive and heavy machinery industries, has faced immense pressure from global trade tensions and the rapid rise of international competitors. For several quarters leading into 2026, production figures suggested a contraction, sparking fears that the famous Mittelstand, the backbone of German small business, might be hollowed out by high costs and supply chain shifts. Yet, the resolution to this stagnation is found in the accelerated adoption of Industry 4.0 and advanced robotics. By integrating artificial intelligence into the precision manufacturing process, German firms are regaining their edge through hyper-efficiency and mass customization. We are witnessing a strategic shift from high-volume assembly to high-value, tech-integrated engineering. This transition ensures that Made in Germany remains a global gold standard, not just for quality, but for technological sophistication in the digital age. 2. Diversification and the hydrogen backbone. The decision to accelerate the Energiewende, whilst remaining reliant on singular external gas sources, created a period of extreme price volatility in the mid-2020s. By early 2025, energy costs for German factories were significantly higher than those in North America, forcing some production to relocate and straining the fiscal resilience of heavy industry. In response, Germany is now executing what experts call Energy Transition 2.0. This involves the rapid diversification of energy imports and the construction of a comprehensive green hydrogen backbone. By March 2026, the completion of new LNG terminals and intensified partnerships in the North Sea for wind energy have begun to stabilise prices. The move towards a hydrogen-ready infrastructure provides a realistic path for heavy industries like steel and chemicals to remain competitive whilst achieving net zero targets, turning a historical energy vulnerability into a sustainable competitive advantage. 3. Demographic shifts and the 2026 Talent Accord. An ageing population and low birth rates have resulted in a critical shortage of skilled labour, with estimates suggesting that a significant portion of the workforce will reach retirement age before the end of the decade. This shortage has traditionally limited production capacity and increased the operational stress on the healthcare and digital sectors. To address this, the current administration has introduced the Talent Accord. This landmark policy streamlines the recognition of international professional qualifications and simplifies the immigration process for high-skilled workers. Simultaneously, a renewed focus on vocational dual education ensures that young people are trained in the specific digital and ecological trades required for the modern marketplace. By treating human capital as a strategic resource, Germany is creating a dynamic, multi-generational workforce capable of sustaining long-term growth. 4. Fiscal responsibility and the golden rule of investment. The Schuldenbremse, or debt brake, has long been a pillar of German fiscal policy. But critics argued it acted as a straitjacket, preventing necessary public investment in digital infrastructure and green energy during times of stagnation. A sophisticated compromise has emerged in the form of the golden rule of investment. This approach maintains the principle of fiscal discipline for operational spending, whilst allowing for strategic, carved-out borrowing specifically for future critical infrastructure. This pragmatic shift allows Germany to modernise its rail networks and digital grids without compromising its long-term sovereign credit rating. It provides a model for the rest of the Eurozone on how to balance fiscal responsibility with the imperative of modernising a nation's foundational assets. 5. The automotive pivot and circular battery gigafactories. The transition from internal combustion engines to electric vehicles initially saw German manufacturers lagging behind new entrants, leading to concerns regarding the future of the nation's most iconic export sector. However, Germany has responded by becoming Europe's central hub for battery technology and circular manufacturing. By investing in gigafactories that utilise closed-loop recycling for rare earth metals, German car makers are drastically reducing their dependence on external supply chains. This circularity not only lowers the environmental impact, but also ensures long-term resource security. The result is a revitalised automotive sector that leads the world in high-performance, sustainable mobility, proving that tradition and innovation can coexist within the same production line. 6. Closing the digital divide via the Giga-State initiative. For years, Germany's digital infrastructure lagged behind its industrial prowess, with slow broadband rollouts and a high reliance on analog bureaucratic processes that hindered startups. The Giga-State initiative has dramatically accelerated the deployment of fibre optic networks and 5G across even the most rural industrial hubs. By 2026, the digitisation of government services has reduced the administrative burden on businesses by an estimated 40%. This digital leap enables a new ecosystem of tech startups to flourish alongside traditional industry, creating a dual-engine economy that is both physically and digitally robust, ensuring that the next generation of German innovation is built on a high-speed foundation. 7. Eurozone leadership and the Capital Markets Union. As the largest economy on the continent, Germany's slowdown has historically impacted the entire Eurozone, leading to uneven growth and fragmentation risks within the European Central Bank's monetary policy. Germany is now taking a proactive leadership role in completing the European Capital Markets Union. By harmonising financial regulations across the bloc, this union allows capital to flow more freely to where it is most productive. This deeper financial integration strengthens the euro, reduces the cost of borrowing for innovative firms across Europe, and ensures that German capital can efficiently fund the next generation of European unicorns. It is a shift from isolationist stability to integrated prosperity. 8. Navigating global trade with sector-specific pragmatism. Rising protectionism in major markets like China and the United States has challenged Germany's export-led model, leading to fears of a permanent decline in global market share. Germany is now pioneering what we call sector-specific pragmatism. Rather than engaging in broad, destructive trade wars, Berlin is negotiating targeted agreements in high-tech fields like AI, biotechnology, and green energy standards. This nuanced approach allows German firms to maintain global access whilst protecting sensitive technologies. It ensures the nation remains an indispensable node in the world's high-value trade networks, adapting to a multipolar world without retreating from it. 9. Streamlining innovation through digital sandboxes. A complex web of bureaucracy and red tape has historically slowed the time to market for new German innovations, particularly in the fields of biotechnology and renewable energy. The introduction of digital regulatory sandboxes now allows firms to test innovative products in a controlled environment with streamlined oversight. This reduces the time and cost of innovation, allowing German deep tech companies to scale faster than ever before. By modernising the regulatory landscape, Germany is transforming from a cautious observer into a proactive laboratory for the future of European industry, fostering a culture where speed and safety are finally aligned. 10. Resolving disparities via the decentralised hub model. Economic disparities between Western and Eastern Germany have contributed to political division and a feeling of being left behind in certain regions. The decentralised hub model focuses on building world-class industrial clusters in Eastern Germany, specifically in semiconductors and green hydrogen. By situating the industries of the future in these regions, the government is creating high-paying jobs and revitalising local economies. This geographic diversification not only strengthens the national economy, but also fosters social cohesion by ensuring that the benefits of the 2026 Renaissance are felt by all citizens, regardless of their location on the map. Conclusion: a legacy of resilience and progress. The challenges facing Germany are not signs of a terminal decline, but the growing pains of a necessary and ambitious transformation. By addressing the issues of energy, labour and digital infrastructure with pragmatic and optimistic solutions, Germany is re-engineering its economic model for the 21st century. As we have seen, a stronger, more adaptive Germany does not just benefit Berlin. It anchors a more resilient and unified European Union. The engine is not stalling. It is being upgraded for a cleaner, faster, and more inclusive era of prosperity. This evolution follows the same principles of strategic renewal we explored in our previous feature, the 2026 Debt Reset, where we examined how global credit is being rewritten for the modern age. We encourage you to revisit that analysis to see how Germany's resurgence fits into the broader global recovery. If Germany successfully completes this digital and green transition by the end of the decade, which other European nation do you believe is best positioned to partner with them in leading the next wave of global innovation?